All right, so right now we're gonna talk about Facebook. So please, if you haven't watched the previous lecture, watch it and then watch this one from the same week. So Facebook. So we spoke previously about engagement and how to create content on Facebook and all that stuff. And right now, let's talk about an actual Facebook and understand how we can use it as a tool. So Facebook has been around for a while. It started in 2004 from just a social network to connect college students, and that's it. Now, after 10 years of Facebook, it has more than 1 billion active users, and right now it's much more than that. It's widely used. They own multiple services online. It's not just Facebook, so they own WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, and many other social media companies that we don't know of. Now, how people actually use Facebook. So you might think that Facebook is for individuals, so people just log in to use it to look at friends feed, communicate with your own friends online or something like that. But usually, it's more than that. So, so at the beginning, it was an important component of people's online social presence. Okay, Facebook is only online social media network which they participate through the level of engagement. So it's very engaging. Okay, a lot of people use it, and it's driven by your own content. So most people, even if you wanna use Instagram, you really need a Facebook account. So it's really integrated into a lot of different aspects when you use it online. And people even use it for professional connections. So not as well as LinkedIn, but it's very like used channel online or a framework to communicate with other people. It has a lot of features when it comes to customizability and privacy settings, visibility settings. You can limit it to your own friends and family. Maybe you want to make your own account visible to everyone. It's up to you. So it's very and highly customizable. Okay, now we have the personal one-on-one account on Facebook, but you can create other stuff on Facebook. So they have groups. Now groups are catered for, if you wanna have a group of people to communicate on a specific closed group, you can do that. Okay. So for example, for this class, next week we're gonna create a group and we're gonna submit our assignments in that group in the form of posts. So over here, we can organize it around a specific topic or an event that we like. I mean, most, what do you call them, artists or singers, what they do is they have an event or they have a specific discussion they want to create. So you have to create a group, or maybe someone that is starting up and they want to create a group about foreign students in Canada or how to get a job in Canada, and they create a closed group where they can share that information. It's very important, and it's possible using groups in Facebook. Then we have events, and this is actually being used by everyone online. So you have an event, you're selling tickets, you can create it, send it to all your network, and maybe even advertise it on Facebook, so people can attend it, and you know how many people are actually showing up. It could be public or private or in between. Also, we have business pages. So unlike personal accounts or group accounts, business pages have something like a yellow pages kind of setup for it, but it keeps on evolving because it's a huge business for Facebook. So a good example of it is Google My Business. So all these listings on Google that you see for different businesses, Facebook is similar to it. So a company or a business like a restaurant can start a Facebook page, all right, for their business, and they have to put the proper address, phone numbers, opening hours, maybe post their menu over there. Maybe you can create a call button, place an order button on it, and it's going to be limited. It's not. It won't show who's behind it. Basically, like you won't see the name of the person who runs the business. You can work as if it's an entire organization that you're communicating with. And most companies have it. So it's very effective, and most companies actually have business Facebook pages. Also, we have Facebook Messenger. That's another way that people use Facebook. and we're all familiar with it. It's a separate app on the phone, and on the desktop it's well integrated into the browser, so you can communicate with other people, talk to them, and for businesses they usually use it to communicate with their customer and customer complaints. Okay, successful strategies and techniques when you use Facebook. Now, more and more people jump into Facebook to create noise, and it's very effective. Now, Facebook, the way it works, that you have a news feed algorithm, and this shows up for you when you log into Facebook. So, Facebook will try to understand what you like, okay, and who you follow online, and the kind of content that you actually share and like or comment on, and based on that, they will show more information in your feed about what you like. So that's what they call our algorithm. So you as a company, you want to cater to that algorithm so you show up more and more in people's feeds. Okay? So the content and how you optimize it is very important, and it's a basic component of your functionality of your Facebook account. So we come to the most important part of a Facebook page, which is content. So anything that you want to post on Facebook, it has to be content, whether it's an image or text or video or even commenting on other people's work. This feeds into the Facebook algorithm. Okay, so it's very important what you write, and how you put it, so you have engagement. And this one makes things popular on Facebook. Is the engagement? The more engagement, and when I say engagement, we're talking about comments on a post, sharing, likes, all that stuff. So it's very important that you create something that is highly engageable with the audience, and not just write text. Images will increase the engagement of your content when you post it on Facebook. Post timing. So this is also very important. The time of posting content online is very important. So for example, let's say you have a business and you put out a promotion. What is more ideal? If it's for food, is it better to put it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock when people go home, or post it at 1 o'clock in the morning? I mean, this is very important. You have to see when your audience will be online, and when will your content be more interesting for that user for it to actually show up online. Most people will go on Facebook when they have a break. So maybe schedule your content to be posted on that specific time. And this comes, of course, with experience. So you can't really know. Maybe your business flourishes after midnight. So it's up to you to discover that. And this happens with testing. So you post, see, like let's say you try a week and post everything in the morning, then try it at night, and then try it in the afternoon, and see which one gets more interactions, likes, or comments, or shares. Moderation. Now, as a brand or as a company, you need to moderate the content that you have. Whatever stuff that are posted online or on your Facebook page has to be moderated. So you have to really pay attention to that, because Facebook will monitor and look at that stuff. So anything that is out of the ordinary or is not politically correct might be taken off people's walls, or maybe posted, with negative comments and all that stuff. So you have to be really careful at that. Engagement. Now, we build something that is rooted in relationship and building relationship. So you want people to join the conversation with your customer. So we don't want to create an environment of divide, but a community. So we want people to interact. People are interested in reading comments about what's happening. All right. And the same is true if you go on YouTube. Most creators on YouTube, for example, when they post a video, at the end of each video, and sometimes in the middle and at the beginning, they ask you subscribe, like, and comment. They want you to comment, because that gives a signal to the algorithm that your content is very interesting. And if when more people like it, that means it's going to show up in people's feed more, and maybe it will be promoted and go viral and show up on the front page of the website. So this is the whole idea. You want to increase engagement, create interesting content, create a discussion, and make it flourish. Okay, so it's very important to create a sense of community. Okay, we go back to community. Make your audience experience on Facebook about their experience. So you want make your audience experience on Facebook about their experience and their connections rather than click through rate and conversion rate. So don't worry about getting something out of a post. Okay, you want to create a community at the beginning. You're not shouldn't be concerned about uh, selling stuff. You shouldn't be concerned about how many people clicked on a post. You should be concerned about creating that sense of community, and then you can reap the benefits of that movement that you created on that website. User flow, okay? While the page environment Facebook gives brands is mostly set, you want to make sure you're directing your user where they want to go, okay? So give them what they want, give them the support. So maybe create multiple Facebook pages, okay? One that helps them out in specific stuff, one that answers their questions, maybe one is promotional. So you want to create specific elements that create a specific user flow. So maybe when you post something on that page, maybe send them to the proper direction, the proper section on the page of your website so they can get the help that they want. Creatability, very important. You want to build trust online, okay? So you have to look professional, check for all the grammars and the spelling mistakes on the website. Fact check. You don't want to put some bad information or wrong information on the website. Okay, so before you share anything, make sure that it's correct. Otherwise, it's gonna blow back. And we've seen a lot of information or incidents where a big company shares something on Facebook and didn't read exactly what was in the shared post and blows back as if they're supporting that post or the idea behind it or whoever posted that specific tweet online. So make sure that you create that environment of credibility. Tips and etiquette and guidelines. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to do on Facebook. So like offline, the same thing happens online. So you have to keep an eye on stuff and follow specific rules. So here are some tips that and etiquettes to follow on Facebook. Don't spam. Okay. Be classy. Do not spam your users. They are following you and they like you on Facebook. Do not abuse that trust. Okay? Do not copy them on everything. Do not send them invitations for everything that you post and other people that you know. Okay? Otherwise, they will just unlike you if it's too much of a burden for them. Respond. Be interactive. Okay? Be fast on social media. You want to catch them at the beginning of their discussion so you can actually grow it. Because if somebody posts something on a website and they took that on Facebook and they took that 2 seconds to actually write something, answer it right away. Don't let it be for 3 days. They will lose interest. And you'll see the actual respond and the community engagement will increase if you follow through with the responses. Okay, say no to clustered updates. What do we mean by that? Do not post things like 20 things at a time. Okay? So don't put in the news feed, all right, 20 news in 1 hour. Okay? Spread it out. The algorithm will think that you're actually overdoing it and you create a lot of noise and they will ban you or give you less attention. So be very careful with it. Name and for the cluster updates there's a solution for it and we'll talk it's one of the last slides. Also when you reply to someone, put their name, add the username and make it very specific and direct. So when you answer someone online and it's a discussion, make sure that you identify who you're talking to when you reply. It's not general reply. Highlight important posts. Okay, so you can use the sticky thing and pin it to the top of the page. Okay, maybe you want to put some major events that you actually created or happened in your company, like you broke the sales record, you acquired another company, just to create, some sort of an engagement. Let them know what's going on. Messages. Okay, people will send you private messages. That means they don't want to share that information online with the rest of the community. So these are very important, and usually they're customer service related information. Maybe there's a problem with something. They're asking how can we get help. It's faster than email. So if somebody's trying to get in touch with you or the message, don't tell them, "I'll send an email to this." Okay. So it really should work like an email, and most companies are doing that kind of stuff these days. You go to Lululemon or and you can ask them, I have a problem with a specific product. How can I get a refund? How can I get a status on my order? It's very functional and it's very useful. Notifications, it has to be enabled so you know what's going on your page. And there's a section, if you have a business page, that will tell you about the engagement and who answered what and what commented on what, okay? Now, if you have a big website that gets a lot of activities, maybe you want to disable it and then log in every day and check out the engagement so you're not bombarded. But it's a very good idea at the beginning to actually enable notifications so you know who's liking what and who's commenting and everything. Page favorites. This is also a good section so people know exactly what you like. Maybe you want to promote something else indirectly. So maybe you like a specific product or you have a partner, you put it in your favorites and people can visit it without actually bombarding them in the feed. So it's very good to promote other stuff that you have. Postings, while many social media tools allow you to post from them to Facebook. So sometimes what they mean by this is there are some applications that you can use to streamline your post to not just one but many different social media platforms. So you log into a specific program and you say, this is the message I want to post, this is the title, and this is the content, and please submit it all at the same time to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or whatever other platform. You can do that, and it saves you a lot of time. But Facebook specifically likes you when you log into Facebook, the page, and do your post from Facebook because it's going to give you an advantage with the algorithm. So it's very biased to that. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about. If you have, and when I mentioned the cluster of content that don't do it all at the same time, you can schedule it. So let's say you want to schedule things for the whole week, add your content. You can do that. You can create a log and go, okay, put this on Monday, this on Tuesday, this on Thursday, and the whole thing will be scheduled for you without putting a lot of effort into it. Okay. So this is a very good tool. And it will only show for you when you log in, but it will show up on that specific time for the users of your website, the visitors. And the idea behind it is you want to schedule things. You don't want to go online every day and do it. Maybe you can hire somebody to do it once a week for you and schedule for the whole week all the posts that should go on the website to create that engagement and show that you're very active and interactive on your website. So this is in short what I wanted to talk to you about. Next week, as I said in the previous video, that we have an assignment related to this. We're going to create a Facebook ad, not a Facebook post, I mean, and post it in our group, student group. So it's going to be a little fun assignment that we have to do, and you'll learn more about these little skills and things that I spoke about in the last two slides. All right, thank you, bye.